Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Object 261. It's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Abbey, and it's under the command of the Bassman from Hell. Yes, he's riding in an Arty this time. Yes, he takes a break from tank destroyers every now and then just to play around in Arty. Well, he's good in both. I think this is one of his favourite Artys as well. Now, it's there were three designs of Object 261. You may know that, but if you don't, then it's good to let you know that, in fact, the other two versions of the 261 had a 152mm howitzer, not the 18cm one, which is a naval gun, which is located in this one. That's the final version that they settled on, 261 version 3. It was actually designed to be made from the IS-7 hull in 1947, but they never got around to making it because they stopped producing the IS-7, but they decided not to go ahead after all. Well, he fired one in. He's telling the IS-4 to fall back, but I'm wondering why he's saying that. Does he know something? Well, we can see a TVP T-5051. He's on the river road, and we're lining him up for the next shot, and he's got a Rhino Sorrento as a friend. So maybe we'll be hitting more than one tank at the same time. Rounds out. That looked pretty good, actually, to me. That's where I would have put the shell. Now, unfortunately, this Arty, you only get 20 rounds of ammunition. Not that many. So you have to make the best use of them, because you can run out very, very easily in a battle. And in fact, for a long time now, we've been saying that wargaming should actually increase the number of shells that these RTs contain, because after all, if the 212A can have 30 rounds, why can't the 261 contain as many as 30 as well? And maybe the same could be done for the T92 HMC, because he only carries 16 rounds. But of course, the T92 actually was serviced by numerous support vehicles, which mostly carried the crew. Okay, looking on the west side of the map, we can see we've got an ST2 and a mouse. And it looks to me like Bassman's going to try and hit the mouse. Rounds out. He gets a direct hit for 315 hit points. And we are picking up stun assist, and stun assist is rather important to Arty. Because, of course, it not only shows that we're actually helping our teammates, but we could actually get a higher mastery badge at the end of the game if we do get enough. Plenty of potential on this side of the map. Our guys are pushing the enemy back on the river road as well. Another direct hit. 280 this time. Now he's pumping those stun HE rounds in. Of course, he wants as much stun assist. As I said, it could make the difference on what sort of mastery he gets at the end. Okay, here we go. Rounds out. Direct hit on the ST2, but it hits the frontal armor and protects that vehicle. Only 77 hit points. But look over on that second channel. We had a Object 430U and a Viz 55, and we've just spotted a Heshbarn. Yes, we don't call it by the other name on our channel, but it's the Heshbarn because it was actually designed to carry Hesh, and he's coming into range of our gun. Is he going to drive straight through the... No, he didn't. He only popped up to make the shot, and then he pulled back. But that is a direct hit, and it was a penetrating shot. Now this thing produces 800 alpha. He just got 864, which means he did penetrate the turret. And it's very thin armor on that turret. Very thin indeed. Of course, the FP4005 Stage 2 is the second version of that particular vehicle. And he's just got a kill on the ST2. Yes, the FP4005 had two designs. One which is an open turret with an autoloader, and the other version actually did have loaders who would actually shovel the shells in, and they needed protection from the bullets and the shell splinters, so they actually did have a cover, although the cover is paper thin and really not designed to stop anything that was heavy. And we just found the enemy RT, a GWE 900. There's two Arty on the enemy team, and in fact, both of them are together. Oh, when he splashed the Object 261, 310. And I think that, yeah, we've got an enemy tank close by, an EBR, or a teammate nearby. It's the EBR 105. GWE 100 looks like he was protecting the 261. And in fact, the EBR does kill him. And now the 261's going after the EBR. He's trying to shotgun him. But unfortunately, it doesn't work, and the EBR picks up a Pascucci's and gets wiped out immediately afterwards, which is the fate of all EBRs, to be wiped out. Now, things are not going so well on this side of the battlefield, and the Viz 55 is headed in our direction, so it's time for the baseman to scarper as quickly as he can before the enemy turns up. And I think baseman is intending to ambush that guy just as he comes around the corner. He's lining up for a shotgun. Instead, he's actually aiming in the direction of where the Gorilla 15 is, but yeah, you should aim where the Viz 55 is coming. And the Viz 55 is down to just 77 hit points now. So he's a one-shot. In fact, he's a splash kill. But we did get spotted there. And it was the enemy EBR that spotted us. He's just coming around that corner. Okay, lining up. Could be a kill shot here if we can get it right. Wait for him to come round. He's going to try to shoot us. He hasn't come around yet. Maybe he knows that we're ready in ambush. Looks like we've got some protection, and IS-4 has come down to help us. Here comes the EBR, and oh, we get a shotgun, but he survives. Oh dear. Baseman normally doesn't let them survive. He wipes them out first time, but on this occasion, I think what made the pardon me. On this occasion, I think what made him hesitate was the fact that he saw an IS-4 directly behind baseman, and he thought, uh-oh, what's going on here? It was bait and switch. Baseman was the bait, and the IS-4 was the switch. Well, the EBR's coming for a second chance, and baseman's loaded. Hello, Mr. IS-4. Oh, he doesn't last very long. And it's not Mr. EBR who dies, as they should. Well, he's the only Arty left in the game. As far as we can work out, that Viz 55 is still somewhere on the west side of the map. Now, he may be waiting to come around that corner and try and finish off baseman. No, baseman's decided he'd be better off elsewhere. Now we can see the Gorilla 15 that went up the river road. He's disappeared. And oh, the Viz 55's just above us to our left. And he's come down. Oh, it's not the Viz 55. It's an E100. He's about to get hit in the rear. And he does, but we get splashed by the shell. 108 hit points lost for the baseman. But of course, that E100 now has to make his mind up. Does he attack baseman, or does he attack the IS-4, who will actually then kill him? Well, the IS-4 is actually running away because he wants to kill the Viz 55. The E100 actually fires his round at the IS-4. We're now reloaded, ready to go. But pump another round in, take some more damage, but the baseman goes down, unfortunately. And the E100 is the last enemy alive, and he gets taken out by the 121B. There certainly was a lot of shotguns in that game. It was an ace tanker game for the baseman from hell in the Object 261. He got a Bruce medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 6, And he also got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And on top of that, he got a Confederate as well, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from the game, 3,849, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage, but came close. The 121B, who actually killed the E900 at the end of the game, he picked up a Spartan medal and 4,639 hit points. Second highest damage went to Bassman. He got 3,985. And the third highest damage went to our IS4 with 3,600 hit points. So yes, they were all 1, 2, 3 in order. When it came to kills, it was the IS4 did the best with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the 121B, the Death Star on our team, the FP215B183, and nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 2 kills. And in this one, the Bassman only got 1 kill, which actually puts him in 4th place, joint 4th place with others. Our EBR did manage to get the Pascucci's, by the way, as well. When it came to base XP, Bassman's in 3rd place, the top scorer being the IS4 with 1,102. The I121B managed 1,043, and then Bassman came in with 979, so 3rd on this occasion. He fired 13 rounds in the game, 2 of them at shotgun at close range, so close that he actually got hit by his own splash. 9 direct hits on the enemy, only 1 penetration, but we saw that penetration. It was the FB4005 who actually got hit in the turret, would you believe it? And it was a very nice shot actually as well, because it was smack on target. 17 splashes, damage of 3,985, of which 3,103 were at more than 300 meters, so some close range shooting, 800 hit points in total. 1 hit received from the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, that was the one that killed him in the end. It was the E900 who did the honors. And 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, 2,786 hit points of stun assist of 15 stuns. And the combined damage was, well, over 6,000 in total. Closer to, getting close to 7,000 actually, if you think about it. Anyway, he also caused 15 stuns as well. He earned a profit of 22,332 credits from the game, and he got 7 bonds because it was tier 10, and 4,406 experience points altogether after completing a mission. So a very good game there for the Bassman. A lot of how should we say, close range action, some grappling at close range, which you don't normally expect to see in an Arty. Certainly not at the end of the game when you're up against heavy tanks like that. But I guess the E900 wanted to put a round into the IS4 whilst he was still grappling with us, hoping that he could do ram damage to Bassman, and then he actually gave Bassman a chance to load and get another shot into him in the end. I hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.